A teacher prepares a side dish of peas and carrots to bring to a faculty potluck luncheon. The recipe calls for 6 cups of vegetables. The teacher spends $7.89 at a grocery store to purchase fresh carrots for $1.28 per cup and peas for $1.34 per cup. How many cups of peas and carrots are there in the teacher's side dish? Write a system of linear equations and its corresponding matrix equation to represent the system. Solve the system using matrices. So the first thing it says is that the recipe called for 6 cups of vegetables. And so we know that 6 would be the total number of cups of carrots and cups of peas. And so if we called P the number of cups of peas and C the number of cups of carrots, then those added should give us 6. And then looking at also the amount that she spent, we know that the total that she spent was $7.89. And so then these other numbers should somehow add up to that. And if it was, let's see, $1.34 per cup of peas, then we could say, well, $1.34 times every cup of peas plus $1.28 for every cup of carrots, well, those added to the dollar amount multiplied by the peas should equal the total amount that she spent. And so now that we have those, then we can write a matrix here for it. So using the coefficients, we would have 1 and 1 on the top, and then 1 and 34 hundredths, and 1 and 28 hundredths on the bottom, and then times PC, since the P came first in our equations, and then equals 6, 7, and 89 hundredths. So now we need to find the inverse matrix for this left matrix so that we can get PC alone. Using our matrix formula, then we have 1 divided by A, which is 1, D, which is 1 and 28 hundredths, then minus B, which is 1, and then C, 1 and 34 hundredths. And then D and A just switch places, so we have 1 and 28 hundredths, 1, and then the other two just switch signs. And so simplifying this fraction, we have 1, and then the bottom, 1 times 1 and 28 hundredths is just 1 and 28 hundredths, minus 1 times 1 and 34 hundredths, just minusing 1 and 34 hundredths, that gives us negative 6 hundredths. And then multiplying that by our original matrix. So multiplying this fraction by 1 and 28 hundredths, I got negative 21.3 repeating in the calculator. And so for simplicity, to make this clear, then I went ahead and I turned that into a fraction by pressing Math Frac, and that gave me negative 64 thirds. And then similarly, on the next one, I got 50 thirds, 67 thirds, and negative 50 thirds. Using this inverse matrix, I'm going to go ahead and put that on the left side of both of these matrices. Now I can just do our matrix multiplication starting from the left here. So starting with the first row, multiplying by the first column, we get negative 64 thirds, the first entry, times the first entry of the first column, 1, plus 50 thirds, the second entry first row, times second entry first column. And then same row, negative 64 thirds, but this time times the second column. So times 1 and then plus 50 thirds times 1 and 28 hundredths. And then same thing here, but instead we're going to use the second row of our first matrix. And then we still have PC, and then let's go ahead and do the other side. So on the other side, starting with the first row, we'd have negative 64 thirds times the first entry in the first column, 6 plus 50 thirds times the second entry, 7 and 89 hundredths. And then 67 thirds times 6 plus negative 50 thirds, this is in the second entry, second row, times 7 and 89 hundredths again. And so now we can just type in each of these entries into the calculator and get simplified numbers for these. And so simplifying this, then we do get 1, 0, 0, 1, which is what we want to get, the identity matrix, and then times PC. And then on this side, we get 3 and 5/10, 2 and 5/10. And so the identity matrix times PC is just PC. And so the answer then will just be PC equals 3.5, 2.5. And what this tells us is that the number of cups of peas is 3.5 cups. The number of cups of carrots is 2.5 cups. So let's go ahead and summarize our answer. Let P represent the number of cups of peas and let C represent the number of cups of carrots in the teacher's side dish. P plus C equals 6, 1 and 34 hundredths P plus 1 and 28 hundredths C equals 7 and 89 hundredths. 1 and 34 hundredths, 1 and 28 hundredths, times PC equals 6, 7 and 89 hundredths. PC equals 3 1/2, 2 1/2. The teacher put 3 1/2 cups of peas and 2 1/2 cups of carrots in her side dish for a faculty potluck luncheon.